this is a very pressing and very important issue, personally as well as nationally as well. That we are looking at, spectrum of challenges within the ICT industry, and and the core issue we have is availability of the employable resource. So there were various dimensions to it: the quality of graduates, the quantity of graduates, the diversity and evolving nature of the digital skills, and the market demand based on that, and alignment of all the existing infrastructure which is there to enable the quality and quantity of the resources is a major challenge. So if we look at the current statistics, there are like 348 different ICT related bachelor's programs being offered across Pakistan, in basically 200 odd different universities in public and private sector. Within those programs, we have computer sciences, software engineering, IT and IT management programs at the various bachelor's and master's and MS level. So if we look at the numbers of graduates, there are a rather number of enrollments right now in the public sector. There are approximately 160,000 enrollments in all of these programs. So if we divide them by like per semester enrollment, if we want to just calculate the number of graduates, that turns around to be 25,000 graduates. And there is not a significant percentage of these graduates who are ready to be employed. So we have to have a good number of graduates coming out. Either we have to make a strategy and a roadmap how we can double this number in next 2 to 3 or 4 or 5 years. And most importantly, how to increase the employable ratio of those numbers. For example, taking them from 10, 20, 30% to over 60, 70% ready to be employed resources. So that's one piece of the overall problem we have to see. We have various programs at federal and provincial levels for upskilling and reskilling of these resources. And these programs are actually been divided into 2 to 3 tiers. Most of these programs are being executed in a very hybrid kind of a model. For example, one of this model is online skills program, which has been managed by Ignite, which is a digital skills DG skills program, kind of a unique in Pakistan, but it's very, very good success rate with a very positive numbers and penetration across various regions. So that's one aspect, and there are various other hybrid programs. For example, KPIT board is running different programs, and Punjab IT board are running different programs. So as a PSAB and other ways, the provincial and national bodies, and they're addressing various spectrums of the digital skills market. Be the low-end skills employable in the international market under $200 to $300, are somewhere at the higher end of the market between $500-700 to $1,000 to $1,200 into a freelance or digital skills market. So we have to broaden that spectrum and come up with a model which is scalable, which we can execute with agility as well. And most importantly, it has to be public and private sector integrated, because as we know, the 200 odd universities working in the public sector and the private sector as well are not actually fueling enough resources, providing not enough resources to be for the digital and ITS market, in fact. So if we have to double the numbers of exposed, then we have to at least double the numbers of the workforce as well, because being the nature of this knowledge-based economy and the industry, the raw resource only we have is a graduate who know how to code and work and enable the digital services. So that's all it requires. So if we can empower our cross-discipline resources as well. Right now in this policy session, we will be looking at the problems that why we have limited number of graduates, why the quality of graduates is not good enough for the market, and how we can design a kind of a program or a structure where we can leverage quality graduates with the evolving nature of digital skills in the industry as well. Because if we design a BS program aligned against some technologies, by the time the students will be graduated, those technologies will be evolved into something different. So we have to align our initiatives while having all of these challenges in mind. So looking forward to listen for all the participants to help Ministry of IT in devising, a very stable and forward-looking policy where we can address all of these challenges. So my focus was not to steer away the solutions, but in fact the problems we have right now. So in the following discussion, we will be interested in looking at the various models. If you can just help us, discuss with the fellow participants that if we have to enable the digital skills, policy for next 2 to 3 years, maybe the Lambda model working in US could be translated to some local version. What are other scalable models which can be adopted by the academia, our industry, to leverage this gap? And most importantly, how public and private sector can venture together to help bridge the gap and address the challenges in digital skill market. So looking forward to have a productive discussion. So thank you so much, Madhya.